Let's take a look at Wrestling World. Wrestling World started September 1962. It ran to the 2000s. We'll take this video up to the beginning of 1980, and we'll look at the 80s issues if I ever decide to make a video on 80s magazines. I'm not sure. So from 1962, September, Wrestling World issue number 1. November 1962, issue number 2. And that's it for 62, 63, January, Wrestling World. May 1963. March 63. August. October. December. Nice looking cover. And 64. We got Bruno San Martino. Notice the first look at Bruno's WWF belt. It's a rare shot. I only know of 2 pictures with him with that belt. It was his in-between belt when Rogers took back the U.S. title and they made him the WWF belt. This was the one they used. Not many pictures available with him with that. This is the only cover with him with that belt. Actually, Bruno held 8 different styles or versions of the WWF belt. Some people think it's 2 or 3. It's 8. I have him pictured with all 8. Most of them are on magazine covers too. 8 different belts. That's a lot. April of 1964, Wrestling World. June. These older 60s go for a lot of money. They hold their value really well. August 64. They're hard to come by, in good shape especially. These were one of my favorites, Wrestling World. I used to hate them as a kid in the 80s. As I got to appreciate them in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, they were really good. They had a lot of great stories, a lot of good title changes and matches that you didn't hear about in the other magazines. I learned to respect Wrestling World a lot. October 64 and December 64. February 1964. There is no date on this one. Look at that. Okay. April 1965. I have it written on the back because the inside the magazines will say it. So April 65. There is, there's a month. There's just no year on this one, so I wanted to make sure. Yep, April of 1965. So if you're looking for April 65, it may be mislabeled on eBay or somewhere because they don't have the year written on it. No issues for June and August of 65. Drove me freaking crazy looking for those 2 months, only to find out they never made them for those months. Again, in 65, October, no year, just says October. Let me just make sure it's 65. Yep. So October 65 just says October on it. And December, we're about to put in the year, 65. February 1966. April 66. I always love this stupid looking cover. Like a horror movie. June of 66. Another cool cover with no teeth. Man, I just love this cover. This is August 66. October 66. And December. February 1967. Pretty cool artwork. April 67. June 67. Move this up a little bit. August 67. And October. This one was given to me by my good buddy John Arezzi. He knew that I needed this one last issue to complete my Wrestling World from 62 to 2000. And this was the one missing issue, and he hooked me up. Thanks, John. Hard to find. Very, very difficult. Don't know why. Just a very difficult magazine to find. And December 67. 1968, you start with the February issue. April, nice shot of the belt. June 68, terrible shot of the belt, cut that right off there. I missed out on a good shot there. August 68. October 68, Freddie Blassie with the America's title. December 68. 69, we have February, April, June, which is just a mirror copy of the other issue we just looked at in 66. August 69. October, December 1970. Now here's where it gets a little bit all over the place. There's a lot of issues missing. They go 6 one year, they go a couple 1 year. So just pay attention if you're looking to complete your 1970s. There's a lot of missing months in that decade. February 1970, and it goes to winter 1970. Spring 70. One of my favorite covers. Summer 1970. Fall 1970. 71 winter. Spring. Summer. Fall 71. Now, the 72, it says January, February on the cover. Next issue says March, April on the cover. Right up top, small. Next issue goes to June. So it gets a little confusing there. August 72. October 72. December 72. 73, we're back to not the months, but the times of the year. Winter 73. Then it goes to February 73. April 73. June 73. Fall 73. Winter 74. Spring 74. Summer 74. Fall 74. Winter 75. Summer 75. What did this say? Spring. That's spring, summer. That's spring 75. Summer 75. Fall 75. A little bit out of order on a couple of these. 76. Annual only. That's it. One issue. And it was an annual. 77. Annual only. That's it. Just an annual for the entire 2 years. 78 is an annual. Also has 78 special edition. 79 annual. 79 special edition. 80 annual. And 80 special edition. So you see where it gets weird. They're kind of all over the place with their months, times of the year. Some issues only had 1 a year, some had 2. It gets kind of confusing. So these are the things that drive collectors crazy, and I'm just hoping to help somebody out who's looking to make a completion. All right, we'll see you on the next one.